Today we are tackling Grade 9, Unit 2, Power and Exponent Laws. By the end of this short video, you should be able to solve this absolute monster of an equation right here. Now it does look terrifying with all the brackets, fractions, and different exponents, but it's actually a total breeze once you know the rules. Let's get straight into the 6 laws you need to absolutely crush your next math test. So exponent law number 1 is called the product law. And this law states that when you're multiplying powers with the same base, you keep the base the same, and all you do is you just add the exponents over here. So as you can see, x and x, they're the same base, and because you're multiplying them, you're going to add the bases. So your final answer will be x with the exponent a plus b. So we'll do a problem with question down below. So as you can see, you have 5 squared times 5 cubed. So how would you solve this question? So first you can notice that both numbers, they have the same base, which is 5. So you know your answer is going to have 5. And according to the product law, when you're multiplying two numbers with the same base, you just add the exponents. So you do 2 plus 3, which is 5. So your final answer is super simple. 5 squared plus 5 cubed is 5 to the power of 5. Super simple. Now let's go on to the next question, or the next exponent law. So exponent law number 2 is called the quotient law. And this law states that when you're dividing powers with the same base, you keep the base and you subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator. So as you can see, you have x and x. They are the same exact base, and because you're dividing them, you're going to take the exponent of a and subtract it by the exponent of b. So that's super simple. Let's go down to the problem question here. So this question here states that bracket negative x bracket cubed divided by bracket and negative x bracket squared. Now how would you solve this question? Well, according to the quotient law, you're dividing two numbers with the exact same base, you subtract the exponents. So first you keep the base the same, minus 6. And now you take the exponent of the denominator, 3, subtracted by the exponent of the numerator, 2, you get 1. So your final answer will just be negative 6. Now let's move on to exponent 3 and exponent 4. Exponent law number 3 is called the power of a power law. And this law states that when you're raising a power to an exponent, you keep the base the same and you multiply the exponents together. So as you can see, x to the exponent a raised to the b, what you do is just you keep the exponent, you keep the base x the exact same, and you multiply a times b. So now let's do a practice question. You have 2 to the 4th bracket to the exponent 3. Now how would you solve this? According to the power of a power law, you'd keep 2 the exact same, and you'd multiply 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 is just 12. So your final answer is 2 to the 12th. Now let's go to exponent law number 4. It's probably one of my favorite laws. This law states that any non-zero base, raised to the exponent of 0 will always equal to 1. So if x does not equal 0 and the exponent is 0, your answer will always equal 1. For example, if you have 5 to the exponent 0, your answer will always be 1. Now, last but not least, we have exponent law number 5 and exponent law number 6. Number 5 is called the power of a product law. And this law states that when a product of factors is raised to an exponent, the exponent applies to each factor inside the brackets. So as you can see, x times y, and if you have the exponent a up here, your answer will be x to the a times y to the a. So let's do a practice question here. For example, we have 2 to the 4th. So let's do a practice question here. Let's say you have 2 times 3 to the exponent 4. How would you solve this? This basically just means that the exponent of 4 goes to both numbers, which basically just gives you 2 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th. Pretty simple. So finally, we have exponent law number 6, power of a quotient. And this law states that when a quotient or fraction is raised to an exponent, the exponent applies to both the numerator and the denominator. So basically, if you have this quotient, you have this division statement, x divided by y to the power of a, this a will apply to both the x and the y. So let's do a practice question here. We have 5 divided by 6 to the exponent 2. So this shows that the exponent wraps onto the top and bottom, which gives you 5 to the 2 over 6 to the 2. Alright, so now you know all 6 laws formally. It's officially your turn to step up. Now pause the video right here, grab a piece of scrap paper, and see if you can use these 6 laws to smash through this boss level problem completely on your own. I'm not going to give you the answer in this video. I want you to figure it out. Thank you for watching Unit 2, Power and Exponent Laws, Grade 9.